Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Ebel. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and join me today for this meal prep, my first one I'm doing after the holidays. It's a few days after Christmas and I opened up my fridge today and realized I didn't have any food. So I already went to the grocery store this morning, got a bunch of fresh produce, so I am ready to meal prep. I did have two things left over from last week that I'm going to need to use up or incorporate into this meal prep. The first one is all of the chickpeas that I cooked because I thought I was making the raw chickpea cookie dough dip to take around for Christmas, and I didn't end up getting to it, but I might get to that today. One thing I definitely am going to make today is a new recipe that I got it in my head to try, and that is a buffalo ranch dip made with chickpeas and hearts of palm, kind of similar to how I make my chickpea of the sea. The next thing I'm going to make is with these jalapenos that I bought on sale last week and also never got around to using. After I make the buffalo ranch dip, I'm also going to mix up a type of hummus to use as a filling to make some stuffed jalapeno poppers. Then I'm going to saute up some zucchini and mix that up with some pasta sauce, and that is going to go on top of the spaghetti squash that I'm going to roast in the oven. So those will be my three main meals: the spaghetti squash with the sauce and zucchini, the buffalo ranch dip, and then the stuffed jalapeno poppers. I also bought some broccoli and cauliflower that need chopped up. I also have a fresh pineapple that needs chopped up. So since this is a pretty easy meal prep, I think I'm going to have time to mix up that chickpea raw cookie dough dip. And since my sister is still in town for another half day, I have her here to refer to for instructions.
Feed me!
And taste testing. So the first thing I'll do is get my spaghetti squash roasting in the oven, and then I'm going to chop some celery that'll get mixed up in my chickpea dip, and then I'm gonna start prepping those jalapenos to get ready for my jalapeno poppers. I put my butternut squash in at 375 for 30 minutes, and it has 8 minutes to go, so I'm gonna get my zucchini sauteing in a little bit of veggie broth. By the time the spaghetti squash is done, the zucchini should also be done, and then I'm just gonna add this jar of oil-free pasta sauce to the zucchini. So while I'm waiting for all of that to cook, I'm going to get to work on blending up my buffalo ranch dip. This is 2 cans of hearts of palm that I rinsed and drained. And then I'm going to add 2 cups of the cooked chickpeas to this mixture. I also have 2 cups of chickpeas in here, and this is where I'm going to make like a hummus mixture that's going to bind the dip together. So all I'm going to do for this is a packet of dairy-free ranch seasoning and some sriracha. So I'm going to pulse this mixture together until it gets to the consistency that I like. Then I'll blend up my ranch sriracha mixture, and then I'll take both of those with my chopped celery and mix them all together. And then me and my sister are going to try out the dip. Hopefully this spaghetti squash turned out okay. If you saw me fail at cutting it, I'm not good with big knives and small vegetables. I think this looks good. Now I'm going to add my pasta sauce to my zucchini. Now I'm going to leave this zucchini and sauce just on a low simmer. Now I'm going to make my jalapeno popper filling, and this is my first time attempting this. So I'm going to do another 2 cups of chickpeas, and then I think I'm going to try to season it up, garlic powder, onion powder, and some liquid smoke. That sounds good, right? And then I am going to make my crispy breadcrumb topping that I do with a mixture of panko and chickpea breadcrumbs and some garlic powder, and I'm going to sprinkle that on top of the jalapeno poppers. Update time. I have about 6 minutes left on those jalapeno poppers, and then we'll need to let them cool for a couple minutes before we can sample them. So what I'm going to do right now is slice up some pitas to put in the oven so that we have those crisped up to try the buffalo ranch dip. I do this quite a bit with corn tortillas to make tortilla chips, but I just recently tried it for the first time with a pita pocket to make oven-baked pita chips. Okay, meal prep is complete. I did not end up making the dessert hummus because I don't have any nut butter in my house. And my sister said that was kind of an important ingredient. So we're saving the dessert hummus raw cookie dough for a different day. Here are my pitas that I crisped up in the oven, and we'll use those to sample the dip. I think this dip looks really good, but I have a feeling it's not going to be spicy enough for my liking. We shall see. And here are the jalapeno poppers. I'm a little unsure about the hummus filling that I put in them. I think it could have been a little bit more flavorful, but this is my first attempt. I really like the way the crumbs look on top of them. I think they look really good. We shall see. And this is one of my favorite meals. I don't know why I don't make it more often, but I love to add zucchini to the pasta sauce like that. And spaghetti squash, I just think it's so good. So I think it's time to ask my sister to take a break from working to taste test some food. Are you hungry?
Here I come.
Okay, do you want to try that first? Okay, Becky's gonna try my spaghetti squash. Just a thumbs up?
I like it.
Okay.
Just like real spaghetti.
Here, do you want to grab one of my homemade pita chips? All right, trying the Buffalo Ranch chickpea dip. I tried to chop the celery small.
Pretty good.
I think it needs more sriracha.
Salt, maybe.
I think it needs more sriracha, and I've mentioned before, 2022 goal is to learn to make my own ranch seasoning. So I think this recipe will happen again, but better. Okay, now we're gonna try the jalapeno poppers.
What's on them?
That is a topping I made with chickpea breadcrumbs, panko, and garlic powder.
Okay.
Also, at one point, I felt like my fingertips were burning a little bit from touching the jalapenos. I think they're pretty spicy. All right, I'm gonna try a little one.
Cheers. Tastes like a campfire.
Oh, so you can taste the liquid smoke?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that recipe needs some work. Don't make this one at home.
The concept is there,
Yeah.
but it's not working yet. So, okay, so I think we're gonna rank spaghetti squash first,
Yep.
chickpea dip second, last place.
Doesn't deserve to be on the scoreboard.
All right, sis, well, thank you for sampling today and giving your vegan feedback.
You're welcome. Thank you for inviting me to take part in your channel. You will.
So that's all for this meal prep today. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Be well. So I opened, feed me, Seymour. So the first thing I'm going to do is get my butternut, or not butternut. I have about 6 minutes left on my what's in the oven? Jalapenos. All right, meal. This sucks. Doesn't it suck?
Yeah.